What's up, guys? Happy Monday morning. Hoping you're off to a great week, but I know not everyone is. I had a conversation with someone recently about how difficult it has become for men to find men that they're open to say, I'm not okay. And I think it's fair because most people aren't okay. And if you go to somebody who's not okay and say, I'm not okay, that they maybe don't have the skill set or the knowledge or the ability to help you in that moment. And maybe that's part of it. And maybe we've been taught that men are just supposed to be okay all the time. And if you say you're not okay, then you're not really doing your job as a man, or it could just be the online social media highlight reel has just made it seem that like everyone's just okay. I don't know what the reason is, but we had this conversation about this. And I think I've seen it happen in a number of places. Part of our quarterly events, we do a win-loss lesson learned, as part of our Hall of Fame monthly events, our quarterly champion circle events. We do a win-loss lesson learned, and you'd be amazed at how alone most people feel in their struggles, at how they must be the only one dealing with something, or they're the only one struggling, or they're the only one who has the cash flow problems, the only one who has issues with their spouse, the only ones who has issues with peers or employees or vendors or customers or whatever it might be. They feel so alone because so few people want to talk about what's wrong. When one person in that group speaks up about a loss or a lesson learned or something that they dealt with, it's amazing how that opens up the truth for everybody else in that room to be vulnerable. And look, this isn't a sales pitch to, for us, but it's about it shouldn't be so uncommon to have people in your life that you are able to walk up to and say, I'm not okay. But the reality is you have to protect that. Most people are not okay and they don't have the strength or ability to help you. And then we expect them to, and when you open up to them and they can't, then we act hurt and victimized, and that we can then not talk to anybody about the fact that we're not okay. That may or may not be fair to many people in your life, but the truth is most people can't fix you. Most people are so broken, so lost, so just drowning in doubt and grief and shame and insecurities and depression that you bring them, hey, I'm not okay. They're like, hey man, I'm full on that. I don't need any more not okay right now. They're shunning you away, not out of lack of respect or love for you, but out of self-preservation. Like they physically don't know or don't even know where to begin to help you, and so they choose to do nothing. And that's not them not loving you, that's them in self-protection. So finding people who have solved some of the problems, finding people who have overcome some of the obstacles. One of the greatest pieces of advice I heard, and it was Steve Weatherford, I heard say this once in a little small meetup we had. So if you don't know who Steve Weatherford is, he's a multi-time Super Bowl winner. He's a kicker in the NFL, was voted fittest man in the NFL a couple times. Now he's just an incredible evangelist for God, and he speaks a lot. But he said it's really important to make sure that you teach and coach and mentor from scars, not wounds. And that was a really powerful message for me, because like on any given basis there's plenty of wounds that I'm dealing with, whether it's personal issues, professional issues, family issues, and it's difficult to coach and mentor from the wounds. And so when you go to somebody who's dealing with a wound that you're dealing with, they don't have the medicine, they don't have the skill set to solve yours because they're still dealing with it just as much as I'm still dealing with it. And so it's hard for me to go in and help coach, mentor somebody who's dealing with a wound that I have. But when I have a scar, when I have the proof that I can heal from something, when I have the proof that I can overcome something, when I have the proof that scar was me battling and surviving and winning and beating something, that's when I can really coach. So I would challenge you to go find somebody who has the scars related to the wounds you're dealing with right now. And maybe that's in life, maybe it's in marriage, maybe it's in fitness, maybe it's financially, maybe it's, in relationship with your parents, relationship with your kids, addiction, whatever it is. Go find someone who has a scar related to a wound that you are dealing with right now, and that person's ready for you to bring, I'm not okay. That person has proven and has the faith in themselves to bring you the answers that they need. That's what WinRate's all about. But this story specifically is about, this individual came to me and said, I'm not okay. And I said, great, let's talk about it. We talked about the wound that he's dealing with, but then we really talked about like how rare it is to have somebody that you feel comfortable going to saying, I'm not okay. Can we talk about it? Even I struggle finding that because of the place of authority and influence that I find myself in with my audience, and trying to be that person that has all the answers. I don't. I've had coaches consistently since I started my company. I've, talked to pastors, I've talked to mentors, I've paid coaches, I've joined masterminds. I've done all those things too, so that I can get my wounds healed so I can help heal more wounds. That's my goal, is to go help people win fast and win often. And to do that, I have to be able to win fast and often through my own challenges and my own wounds, and turn them into scars so that I can be stronger for the next season of people. So if you don't have that, like, reach out to somebody. Go find somebody with the scars related to the wounds you're dealing with so you can go to them and say, hey, I'm not okay. I need help. And find someone who can do that. There's so many people out there that don't even know coaching and mentorship and consulting is a thing. I promise you it's a thing, and I promise you it's incredibly valuable. And this is not just about selling WinRate. I'm selling you on the concept of go find somebody who can help you heal the wounds you're dealing with so you can be a stronger asset to your mission, to your family, to your business, to your employees, to yourself. Go find that person. If you think it's us, I'd love a conversation. If not, go find it somewhere else. Don't think you're going to be able to solve and heal on your own. Like, we need help as people. Men specifically, we carry a lot. I'm not downgrading women, but men do not know how to share weakness, how to share pain, how to share darkness, because when you do, you get shunned by many. But when you don't, you get shunned by yourself. And you end up lost and confused, and that can lead to some really, really dark places and decisions. And I don't want to see that happen for anybody. So if you've been on the fence about it, reach out to somebody. Go find somebody to help that you feel comfortable saying, hey, I'm not okay. I need to talk. My team and I would love to be that for you, but if not, go find somebody else, because it's not okay to not be okay. Your mission depends on you being as healthy and aggressive and tenacious as possible. To do that, you need to go heal some shit. I have zero doubt there's somebody out there right now who has the help you need. It's your job to go ask for it. We can't find you. Mentors, coaches, consultants, the real people, we can't find you. We need you to come to us. We need you to put your hand up. We need you to let us know you need help, and we'll dive in. We'll roll up our sleeves and we'll work with you as hard and as long as it takes. But we can't ask. We can't force it on you. You gotta come. You gotta step up to the plate. You gotta ask for help. So try that. Try it this week. If you think WinRate might be it, go check out workwithwinrate.com. But this message is about you finding help, not just selling WinRate. So please, for me, for you, for your spouse, for your kids, for your employees, for your mission, go ask for help. Go get somebody who can help you heal the wounds you're dealing with. Please. Love you guys.